People are so quick nowadays to spend £400, £500, even £600 on the latest driver to pick up some distance. But what if I told you you could pick up more distance by spending £1.50 on the correct T-pegs? Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. First things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all to this YouTube channel and to a video which some of you may recognise. Guys, if you are OGs on the channel, you will remember this video from about 2.5 years ago. Nearly 800,000 people have seen this video, but times change, I've changed, you've changed. Guys, are you still using the correct size T-peg or are you using the wrong one? Is it costing you distance? Guys, how much distance can I pick up by using the correct size T-peg? All will be revealed, and if you want to go and check out the original video that I did to this, you may see how far I've come with being comfortable on a camera as well, because it was quite horrendous. So what we're going to talk about today guys is how high you should potentially tee up your ball with a driver and just how much difference it makes where you strike the ball on the head. Because you could swing it as fast as possible, but if your ball doesn't strike the centre of your face or even just above the centre of your club face, that's going to cost you distance, and that's the last thing that we want. For the sake of £1.50. So we're going to hit a bunch of tee shots with a white tee, a bunch of tee shots with a pink tee, and a bunch of tee shots with an orange tee, and we're trying to attack them how I need to attack them. Now, yes, you can play to the conditions. If it's very windy, you might want to tee it down, you might want to tee it up. If it's downwind, whatever. But you need to have a stock shot. You need to have a stock drive. Now, already this white tee looks a little bit low, and I feel that's exactly how I feel. That's going to come out low on the face. We're not going to worry too much about dispersion. However, I do feel that you'll actually see a relationship between how far they go and how straight they go. I'll explain that at the end, so stay tuned. Now, my normal drive goes around 275 yards, and that's pretty stock. That one's gone 263 and it's spinning at 3,288. The club head speed was 111, which was fine, that's okay. That's around about in my general ballpark. Okay, that was better, that's 110, 276 yards, spinning at 1826. So it shows that I have the capability to hit the ball in the middle from most size T-pegs. Guys, get in the comments below, do you have the capability to do that? Can you alter your game? Can you alter your release? Can you alter how you hit that ball to get it in the centre of your club? We'll ignore these T marks here. That's a different video. Because we all know the key to good golf is consistency. So me hitting one good shot out of maybe 4 or 5 shots out on the golf course isn't really going to do it. I want to make sure that I'm giving myself the most chance of hitting that ball a long way every time. Now that's another one that's low on the face. That's down at 250. Again, the club head speed's okay and it's spinning at 3.5, which is a lot. I'll quickly go through 2 more shots here with the white tee. Then we'll move up to the pink, and you hear lots of excuses as to why people use the tees they use. Oh, I found it. Found it? You found it? You spent £500 on a new fitted driver and used a tee that you found. Come on. I mean, unless you found the T-peg that you generally used, in that case I'll let it off. Or a trusty little broken tee for an iron, I'll let that off as well. But using the wrong size tee because you found one just doesn't make a lot of sense. And that's the other worry when I tee it up too low. I leave the face ever so slightly open to try and get it up in the air, and we send it out to the right. Again, that's 260 yards. It's not a terrible drive, although it's in the right-hand rough. And again, it's very high spinning, generally because I'm striking it low on the face here. If I bring that strike up to the center, that's going to bring the spin rate down and ultimately bring the distance up. Last shot with the white tee. That felt as good as I've got. Again, 276, spinning at 2.7. That was a nice one. So 2 out of 5, we've hit good drives there, which I would expect. I would expect to be able to hit a couple of drives in a handful off any tee, maybe even off the floor as well. Stay tuned to the end of this video because we might hit a couple off the floor. We're definitely going to hit a couple off the floor. One thing I'd say about those ball flights, we will talk about this at the end as well. They're too low for me. I don't like it being that low unless it's a very, very windy day. I like to see a high towering, low spin ball flight that goes further. It's now time for the T-peg that grown men across the globe resent. The pink Castle tee. And they resent it because, I mean, in all honesty, I don't know why they resent it, but I've actually taught people who wouldn't use a pink Castle tee because it's pink. Now, whatever, we're not gonna touch on that. So the pink one probably is about the right size for me. You can see here that the golf ball's halfway over the crown. I would expect this to be more consistent than the white tee. And we all know what happens if the tee is too high. You run into B&Q for tee cut or white paint or polish. Like that a lot, 273 yards, spinning at 2,825. It's a little bit left, but mine all are. And I definitely feel like I can get my spine angle in a better position to attack that ball. That's generally something which is the key point we are discussing. Attack angle, sternum position, spine angle, all those things will relate to what size tee peg you're using and essentially what height the ball is off the ground, which is exactly the same thing. Right. Carbon copy. Consistency is key. So guys, get in the comments below, let me know what size tee do you use? Do you know what size tee you use? What size tee do you think you should use? And what size tee should I use? And we talk about consistency. Oh yeah, we'll take a bit of that. And that's exactly what I am used to as well. I just aim up the right side and hit that most of the time. Unless it goes straight. So you can see now 3 very consistent shots. I'm going to hit 2 more with the pink, then we're going to move up to the orange. For me, an orange tee peg generally means tee it high and watch it fly, which generally means anything could happen. And it generally means, please don't sky my driver, please. Exactly the same, exactly the same. I would retitle this video, Hit Straighter Drives, by using the correct size tee peg, but no one really cares about hitting it straight, do they? Straight's not sexy. Distance is sexy, I think. Right, that's 5 of the most consistent drives I'm probably going to hit. A lot of that's because the tee feels comfortable. It feels like when I strike it well, it's going to come out of there. The centre. Right. Orange. And it's funny because I can't really remember the results of this from last time I did it. I think the orange one actually won, but you can see straight away that if I get underneath that, it's just not going to be that pretty. I can certainly hit it probably further off here. I can get the spine angle a little bit further back. I can get the low point a touch further back, hit it more on the up with lower spin. You see the long drive guys have tees like this long, but it doesn't always work out for them. They're trying to hit a grid 2 times out of 5, I think. Bri, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But we're trying to hit the fairway as often as we possibly can whilst getting it out there. Not bad. Not bad at all. These 2 would certainly be my pick over the shorter tee over the white tee. I think for me, the white tee now is almost obsolete because well, it's too big for 3-wood and it's nowhere near big enough for a driver. So, I mean, people asking why you're using coloured tees as well. I generally don't on the golf course, but for someone who struggles with consistency, just take out one of the variables, make it easy for yourself, and the tee goes in exactly the same every time. It's almost like plastering your hands on the grip and gripping it the same every time. It would be nice. That's one of the ones you go for. So I've actually struck that bottomy because I've tried to get too far behind it. Spinning at 3.5, it's too high. Now guys, this video isn't meant to say that you should use a certain tee. It's to show you that you can do this test yourself and you can work out what tee peg works best for you for the sake of £1.50. For like, I think you get like 30 of them. It's great value, especially in Yorkshire. No, again, exactly the same, 2 bottomy. Let's just try and hit some fairways with the orange tee. Struggling with consistency again though. We saw how consistent the middle size tee was. And then you hit that one and you're like, yep, 2-1 spin straight down the middle. Why would you not? Because the other 2 have gone way left. I also have it on excellent authority that when you're giving a golf lesson and one of these comes back and nearly takes your eye out, it's scary and it hurts, okay? I know that because it happened to me loads of times. Last shot of the test. And again, that's quite a nice one, a little bit toey, but not bad at all. Let's take a look at just how much difference there is in these tees. And you can see here, there is a full family. There's a red and a blue and all sorts, but generally the red's okay for an iron or a 3-wood or a hybrid, and you're not going to use the blue one because it's not even as tall as the white one. So again, probably a little bit redundant. There's loads of tees over there now. Let's take a look. I'm going to hit one off the deck in a minute as well, so stay tuned. So we'll look at dispersion first, and you can see the white tee was actually all over the place there. That's I mean, a couple of good shots, but like I said, I would expect better than 2 in 5 on a fairway. Orange tee, not too bad, a couple of really good ones. A couple of ones that were really, really bad strikes just because I couldn't get my depth perception properly on there or get a centered strike. And if we look at the pink, that's, you may say they're left, and to anyone else I'd agree, but for me, I'm taking that grouping all day because I can just aim up this side on the golf course and fire away. Now, what about distance? Because that's why you're all here. So we can see there, we actually have them in order. So the pink one, carry 272, total 274. I generally expect 275, so I'm quite happy with that today. Orange, 268, 270, so 4 yards down. And the white tees, you can see there, 9 yards behind pink on average with 5 shots. If we shuffle across here, you'll see that club head speed was actually higher with both white and orange, but ball speed higher with pink, and spin rate better with pink as well. Now that tells me one thing and one thing only. I'm way more efficient from the pink height than I am the shorter one or the taller one. I'm not even swinging as fast, and the ball's leaving the club face faster. That's because it's coming out of the club face more central most of the time. Now, yes, I might get one further with the orange once in a blue moon or once in an orange moon, but generally that's no good to me on the golf course. It needs to be consistent. I need to be able to play it. I need to be able to know that it's going to work for me. Right, guys, we're going to go off the deck. Comment below if you're still here. First of all, thanks for still being here. Subscribe if you haven't. Also, how far does this go? We've got one chance. It's a spongy mat, so it's not too bad. I've actually got that quite well. 269. That was I'm going to do that again. That was decent. 268 again. Okay, so what I've learned there is just hit it off the deck every time. I am joking. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, you know what to do, or you don't know what to do if you haven't done already. Smash that subscribe button below. Show this video to a friend so they may be able to hit longer drives as well. And apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Bye!